Okay, hello, and welcome to this update on the rainfall amounts as well as um, our weather for the rest of the weekend. Today we've had most of the rain. Luckily, the evening was dry except for a period around dinner time for a couple of showers moved through. But other than that, we're just dealing with, I guess, looking at the radar here, just some um, there is some sucky drizzle out there. It was dry after like 7 o'clock. Now the sucky drizzle seems to be back, unfortunately. So we'll first go over the rainfall amounts as well. So let's do that, and you'll see here on the rainfall totals that um, we've got over 2 inches in Connecticut. So it looks like Danbury got a lot. So Connecticut, New Haven County, also part of there, got a lot of rain there, 2 inches. Bergen Lakes, um, this is in Bergen County, I should say Franklin Lakes, 1.67. So Passaic County also 2.04 inches of rain there. Um, and as we get into New York City and Nassau, not a lot, under an inch there. Suffolk County, no, that's Orange County. Orange County also got over 2 inches as well. Um, Not much in Queens. Rockland got a decent amount. Suffolk County also did pretty well. 2.18 in Hampton Bays. 1.97 in Shirley. Um, let's see what if we can find something around the Pine Barrens here. I don't see any towns around the Pine Barrens here. Ridge 0.13. I find that really hard to believe. That's as at 5.9. That is today. That I find very hard to believe that's almost impossible. So we'll go to the map here. I don't know. Some of these numbers just don't seem right to me. This is rainfall report since Thursday afternoon. Oh, that's since Thursday. Yeah, I mean that should be more than that. So anyway, let's go look at the map. Talk about what we got going on right now. Obviously, it's damp. It's cool out there. 57, and well, take a look at see how much rainfall. I will use this thing to tell us how much rain fell in the past. Let's see, day. So let's see what we've got here. So it looks like again, not that much in Nassau, but as you head into Suffolk, the number is definitely higher. Here's the 0.13 in Ridge. It's possible that's all they got, I guess, which is kind of surprising because only Farmingdale 0.44. But then as you go south, Brookhaven Airport got 1.49 and 1.57 in West Hampton. So, and then heavier amounts over 1.80 near Baiting Hollow. So, and 2 inches in Mattituck, 2.19 in Hampton Bay. So some areas of Suffolk got, it was mainly like a small swath of Suffolk, I would say going from Shirley and Mastic Beach up through Manorville, West Hampton, Riverhead, and to the North Fork to Mattituck that seems to have gotten it. So it was a very small swath of rain there. Central Park got 0.70 and barely anything for Jersey, so almost nothing there. So well, look at our climate report. Obviously, this isn't going to show all the rain, but our isolate climate report here, a high of only 61 and a low of 58. But not a whole lot of range between the high and the low, but that's still 2 degrees above normal. And 0.43 inches of rain at islip. So month to date, we are at 1.70. So it definitely was a decent amount of rain in some areas, but not as wasn't. It was kind of, I guess, it was very kind of interesting how that all kind of worked out in that narrow little corridor there. I thought there was going to be more. We can look at Wonder Map as well. Let's look at that, and you can see again similar trend here. There's a similar trend here. Okay, I don't know if I think there's something wrong with that reading in Ridge because we have 1.06 in Ridge. So, yeah, no Ridge. It looks like the whole Pine Barrens did get a decent amount of rain. 1.62. Yeah, I knew that Ridge reading was suspect. They should really take it off the thing. 1 inch in Rocky Point. 1.01 inches. Excuse me. And yeah, so they got a good amount of rain there. Over an inch in the Pine Barrens, which is very good. I don't think 4.51 is right, but definitely over an inch. So it could have been, wasn't as high as some of the models are predicting, but you could see there was 1.5 inches generally in the Pine Barrens area, I think, of Suffolk County. So that's pretty good. Um, it's pretty good. And as you head west, the numbers get less. As you see here, we have only 0.53 in Salisbury, so less there. So that's where the rain seemed to have, the heaviest rain seems to have hit. So luckily, we're finally done with that. Looking at the satellite again, this is our storm. This is our storm pulling away. There's another storm here in the Gulf. That's going to stay to the south. High pressure building in. However, I'm noticing something on the satellite. If you look over Dakota, what is this? This looks like smoke over there. So I'm wondering what that's about. Are we going to have another weather alert for wildfire smoke? Let's figure out where this smoke is coming from, because that's where our air is coming from. So I'm wondering if we're going to wind up dealing with that at some point. So let's go to the northern plains. Should have a northern plains one. There's a southern plains, but I don't have a northern plains. Upper Mississippi Valley. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the right one. Yeah, it's... Alright, that kind of shows it a little bit. Alright. Yeah, let's see this smoke over here. So, we have a wildfire going on somewhere. It looks like somewhere there's a wildfire, because that's a lot of smoke. I'm just trying to figure out where. Is that coming from North Dakota? Is that coming from Canada? We'll have to go to the Canada, Northern U.S. one and figure that out. Let's see where that's coming from, because I'm really curious about that. It seems like it's coming from North Dakota, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but that definitely looks like smoke to me. Anyway, we'll just talk about the weather, our nice dry stretch of weather as we get done with this system here. It gets out of here. Let's just go to the European already. That system gets out of here. You'll have a little bit of a pressure gradient tomorrow, so a little bit breezy. High pressure builds in for Sunday. That system kind of gets stuck in the south there. It looks like that high kind of acts like a block to keep it there. So we have fair weather, and then our next threat of precipitation probably wouldn't be possibly until later Tuesday, but most likely as we get closer to Wednesday, we get in kind of a block situation again, and that's when our next weather alert for some unsettled crap could come in. But we have a nice 4-day stretch of dry weather, so do the best to enjoy it. Let's go to the HRRR and we'll go over our get most of that in. So this moves out. The sucky drizzle will eventually end, probably by morning, and then that little kind of wraps, or it kind of isn't not really a big hurry. It kind of slows down as it gets over New England. So could keep clouds over Long Island, particularly Suffolk County, for a good part of the day until the afternoon. For the rest of the area, it should be becoming mostly sunny. That low moves away, and then we get into that high builds in. So I'll go ahead and look at some soundings. The 18Z sounding will start over here to the west. It looks like by 18Z, you're pretty good. Those lines are pretty far apart. Let's go look at 16Z, a little closer together, but if we look at Long Island, they tend to probably be a little closer together. Let's see, yeah. So we'll see more lingering cloudiness over Long Island, more sunshine toward New Jersey, and then see if this will show us Sunday. Sunday, we should be good, so on Long Island. However, if you're in Jersey, you might be dealing with some high clouds that day. Yeah, a little bit of upper level moisture there from that storm that's stuck over the southeast. So dew points and wind flow. So we dry out. You see the west winds take over tomorrow. I'm noticing a little more moisture again to the east, some lingering moisture, drier air off to the north and the west. So that may also help to fuel some clouds perhaps, but no precipitation, nothing to worry about. And as we get into Sunday, we also have it's almost back off to the southwest a little, interestingly enough, which is kind of weird. But then as we get into Sunday, we have more of a northwest wind once again, and lower dew points. Again, it seems like it just has the dew points that's a little higher over Long Island. This is probably due to just the rainfall, but still be plenty dry air. Now, as far as temperatures go, tomorrow will be highs in the upper 60s, low 70s. And then it'll cool off tomorrow night, except, of course, in my alley where it won't. But lows will probably be in the 50s most areas, maybe some 40s in the Pine Barrens if the winds drop off. And then Sunday, it's gonna be a little bit warmer, perhaps low 70s for highs. And if you're in southern Jersey, probably dealing with mid 70s. So showing a lot more heat over there. And then when we go into Monday, all right, we'll just use the GFS for temperatures, I guess. We go into Monday, it'll be probably warmer, with probably more of a southwest flow. Yeah, we'll go to a south flow actually, so that'll bring in maybe a little more moisture too. But definitely with the sea breeze, I guess that would help keep the South Shore cooler. Now we'll go over a look at clouds. Obviously, you see Monday we're going to probably have increasing high clouds, but tomorrow, Sunday, we should be okay. Now let's go and look at the RGM for the clouds. The 18th the RGM, so here we go. So tomorrow you see some of those clouds kind of linger around over Suffolk County for a little bit. And then if you're off to the west, it's mostly sunny. You see that cirrus kind of get pushed down on Sunday as that northerly flow comes back. And then as we get into Monday, then we'll have that cirrus probably trying to advance in on us. But there'll still be sunshine. So still have a good string of at least 3 dry days, probably 4. At least 3 sunny days, 3 days with sunshine. So enjoy it after this really crappy stretch we've had. And we may be getting into another one later next week. So, yeah, I got to show the smoke loop. Just to show you this, just to show you, it has this blob of smoke here. Tomorrow will be okay. But Sunday, yeah, it looks like it has a little smoke moving through here on the vertically integrated smoke. If for some reason we have a big, I don't think it'll be that. There may be a little bit of haze in the sky perhaps on Sunday. I don't think it'll be as bad as this is saying. But it'll have to be watched. If it is significant, I'll have to make another weather alert for that. But hopefully we can go 3 days without any weather alerts. So that is going to wrap up this roundup of the rain. Have a great night and enjoy your weekend.